Good morning, YouTube. I am about to make my breakfast, and last night I got the inspiration to make a green smoothie this morning. And I haven't made a green smoothie in so long. But I left some bananas out to thaw, and they're totally thawed out right now. And I think I'm just gonna put in bananas and water, or frozen bananas and water, and spinach, and a couple of dates. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. Wow. Who would have thought that a green smoothie tastes that good? Alright guys, I am almost halfway done with my smoothie. Well, I guess more like a third. It's so good. It's really yummy. So I want to let you know who inspired me to make this green smoothie. It was my friend Kate Flowers. She has a channel here on YouTube which is rapidly growing for a very good reason. She's such a sweetheart. She shares a ton of what I eat in a day videos, and she loves her green smoothies. So that is what inspired me to make this morning, and I'm so glad I did. It's really good, and it feels good to be getting my greens in early on in the day rather than just at dinner time, which is what I normally do. So anyway, I have never met Kate in person, but I'm going to be meeting her at the Woodstock Fruit Festival in just a couple of days. Actually, by the time you see this video, I might be meeting her at the fruit festival. So, holy crapola. There is a wasp on my hand eating the fruit, and I don't know what to do. Should I blow it off, or should I leave it? I'm scared. That was so scary. Guys, I just went outside to get my smoothie, and the wasp wanted it so badly that he climbed inside. So now I have to save him without getting stung. I'm not going to film this process because it's going to be quite dangerous. I think I'll rescue him on the straw and then put him on the ground. I just made a delicious smoothie bowl with banana ice cream in the middle and underneath, and fresh raspberries and blueberries and peaches, and a date cacao drizzle with shredded coconut. Holy cow! What? It tastes good. Hey guys, I am on my last piece of a full mango, and as I was cutting it up, I realized I've had quite a few suggestions to demonstrate how I cut my mangoes and how I tell if they're ripe. So I'm going to finish eating this, I'm going to grab another mango and show you how it's done. Okay guys, so this mango is a little bit smaller than the one that I just cut up. So this is the top of the mango, this is the bottom, at least that's how I picture it. So you want to cut it right down there and right down there. And the reason you want to do that is because this is where the pit is on the inside of it, okay? The pit goes the long way inside of the mango, okay? So you're going to cut it not exactly in the middle, just a little bit off center. And sometimes you'll hit the pit when you're cutting through, and that's okay. Then you just move over. Okay, so you can see in here is the pit. It's very hard in there. So you're just gonna cut a little bit off center on the other side. Okay, so now that you have these two sides, you can kind of cut them or do whatever you want with them. Sometimes I will just take a spoon and scoop it out, and that's how I'll eat it. Another way to cut it is just by doing a couple of lines. And I think people call these like mango hedgehogs, so that's what I call them. And you can kind of like puff them inside out. And it's very, very simple. I mean, you saw exactly what I just did. I just made a little checkerboard on there, and then you can cut it like that. But the way that I normally cut it, like if I were to cut chunks, is I would take my knife and go all the way around. And this probably isn't the safest way to cut it. I'm just giving you a heads up because I'm kind of cutting towards myself, but it was that easy, and there's not much left over. That was a pretty clean cut. So I'm gonna put that in the compost, and then I would just cut it like this, and a couple times over here, and that's how I would cut my mango chunks. Of course, you can also cut them off of here, like that. So that's another way to do it. There are so many different ways you can do it, or you can just eat this. You can just eat it right off of there. So there we go. That's one way. And then you have this, and the seed is in here, okay? So you're not going to be able to cut straight through, but you can cut the edges of it off, okay? So the seed takes up maybe like that much of it. So depending on the mango, you can usually cut the edges of it off. And then maybe there's something you can cut off over here. Again, depending on the mango, depending on the ripeness. And you can also just eat this. You know, you can just bite right here. And you can kind of like suck all the way around the seed. I don't know if this is the most appealing thing to watch, but I'm just showing you how you can get all of the mango off of here. Okay, so you can see this is the seed. There's still a little bit more on there that you could eat off if you wanted to. And that is how I cut a mango. And then I just take these edges, cut them very quickly, cut them into cubes if you want to do that. Or you can just cut it into strips, and you can just have a strip of mango. If you wanted to present it for Instagram, I would suggest the mango hedgehogs, and that is how it's done. Hey guys, it is 5:15 p.m. and my hunger just snuck up on me. I was doing a bunch of things for raw alignment, and now I'm like, whoa, I'm hungry, I need to eat right now. So I'm gonna search around in my kitchen, in the fridge, on the countertops, and find something to prepare for dinner tonight. Now, my mother has been eating raw with me. I've been staying at my parents' house for a little bit before the Woodstock Fruit Festival, and so I've been preparing dinner for my mom and a little bit for my dad. He will try what I make, but sometimes he adds other things to it. So, I am not quite sure. We've got avocados, we've got green onion and lettuce and spinach. Here, I'll just show you what we've got in here. It'd be cool if I could get feedback and you could tell me like, oh, you should make this. Wow, look at that beautiful tomato from our garden. I'm thinking maybe like lettuce wraps, perhaps, or cucumber noodles, because we have a lot of cucumbers over here from the garden, and I haven't had noodles in a long time. Look at all of those squash as well. Oh, maybe that's my phone going off. Alright, we'll make dinner in a second. But this is my business partner. Oh, I missed it. I missed it, but I'm gonna put him in my video. This is my brother who helps me out with everything business related. You're in my vlog. Where's your face? You're in my vlog. I told everyone that you helped me run my business.
Alright, that's fantastic.
Alright, hey, it's me again. I am eating a snack of sun-dried tomatoes, and I am dipping them in tahini, which is a really awesome combination. Kind of looks like that. And I am working on putting together a page about the retreat that I will be holding with my friend Megan in November. So I really want to get this started before preparing a dinner, so I'm just eating this to kind of hold me over right now. Alright, it's time to make dinner. We're gonna make cucumber noodles, and then we're going to add in a pesto on top of them and mix that in. And that's gonna be made from avocado and basil and a couple of other things, which I'll show you as we make this. And I'm making dinner with my mother. Okay, so first we're just gonna peel the cucumbers, and then we're gonna spiralize them. Okay, so I am making some basil, and we have this, which has already been pre-made, and there's basil, a little bit of olive oil, pine nuts, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna put this inside, and then I have a ton of fresh basil right here, and I'm gonna add that in with some avocado. Okay, so over here, my mother is making the cucumber noodles with this handy dandy spiralizer. This is not the one that I normally use. Normally I have a little small one, it's like that big, and I'll link it down below so you can check out the one I use. It's really cheap. How much did this one cost?
I don't know, I got it as a gift.
Okay, I think this one's like 30 bucks, and the one that I use is 15. And so we are just peeling the cucumbers and making the noodles. Okay, so now I'm gonna peel a squash, or half of a squash, and add this into the pesto to make it a little bit lower in fat. Normally I would use zucchini, but we don't have any, but we do have squash, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just finished making the pesto, and it is pretty good. It's not salty, doesn't taste oily. That package was such a small amount of the final thing, and I only really used that because we didn't have enough basil in the garden. So now I'm going to show you. Here are the noodles, and I'm just going to add the pesto in. Then I have a little bit of tomato over there on the cutting board to add on top. Alright, so this is the final dinner. We've got cucumber noodles, pesto, tomatoes, and I kind of planned to just put it inside of a little lettuce wrap, make a taco out of it.